Happy 420, everyone. I'm Hannah Joy, and I'm reporting at Calma in West Hollywood. We will have more information on this fun stoner holiday in just a few.
Curious about the origins of the day cannabis connoisseurs call 420? We'll explain what you need to know about the annual celebration coming up.
More dispensaries in LA County are opening every year. We'll take you to a few of them to see how business is buzzing today.
People here in LA and across the country are celebrating 420 with plenty of good vibes. Hi, I'm Patrick Warren.
And I'm Payton May. Let's check in with our reporter Hannah Joy over at a dispensary in West Hollywood.
So Calma is a cannabis store, and so with this cannabis store they have THC, CBD, and hemp. THC is more so that marijuana high that people normally feel, but CBD is more so a calming therapeutic, and it's also good for stress, anxiety, and anything that you need to calm your day. The dispensary is filled with people purchasing edibles, gummies, donuts, and free cotton candy. Customers can smell and see the cannabis before purchasing. The music is creating a vibe, and the smell is pretty radiant. We don't have it. The store is open until 10 p.m. and you can visit on the website at calma.com. For Annenberg Media, I am Hannah Joy.
Many questions surround the name 420. Was it from a Bob Dylan song, police radio code? Well, how about a group of high school stoners from the early 1970s? The story goes that a group of friends at San Rafael High School in Marin County would often meet by a statue of Louis Pasteur to get high. 420 became the perfect time for the self-dubbed Waldos to meet up after school and before their parents got off work. The Waldos were early fans of the band The Grateful Dead, who rose to fame in Marin County. They became close with the band, and 420 quickly made it into the vernacular of the band members and their close friends. The phrase slowly made it into the expanding network of Deadheads, with a host of alternative origin stories. In 1991, popular weed magazine High Times printed a flyer from the Grateful Dead, which featured a made-up origin story of 420. The flyer read, quote, "The Grand Master of all holidays, 420, or April 20th, this is when he must get the day off of work and school."
There are hundreds of dispensaries in Los Angeles, even more since Prop 64 made recreational cannabis legal. Reporter Olivia Tyler takes us to a dispensary in downtown LA that's popular with locals and tourists.
This owner created a dispensary for the artists and thrill seekers of Los Angeles who share a passion for authenticity.
And I'm able to do well here because of my location, and because of the movement I support. I have a lot of locals that can get the weed cheaper, but they come here and support me because they support what we stand on. We opened a third dispensary in Los Angeles, so everybody talk bad or talk down on us for doing it. Like, you stupid. You telling the government you're selling weed? We took a lot of risk in the beginning, and that's why we're still here. Scare money don't make money.
Litco sells everything from pre-rolls to edibles, clothes and oils. People can't help but come in.
Location, good tourist spot. There's no other state that I've been to that's legal that's, touching LA. Quality, the potence, the THC milligrams, LA is like Mecca.
Litco is not just a flower shop on Flower Street. It's a movement created for the community by a Los Angeles native. Frequent buyers and tourists alike flock to the dispensary for its variety and quality for an affordable price.
I got one of everything. I think smoking is very much a ritual and deeply rooted in community. I'm excited about having that kind of community today and sharing with so many of my peers.
For 420, it's usually pretty busy, it's pretty consistent. We do a lot of deals buy an item, you get another item for $1. We're doing 25% off today, so we're giving back to the customers. People like coming here because we also have a rewards program. We like to have really good relationships with our customers. A lot of them, we know them by names and their family.
Litco is open every day from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and is down the street from Crypto.com Arena. For Annenberg Media, I'm Olivia Tyler.
California has a reputation of being a safe haven for those looking to kick back, relax, and smoke some weed. But the plant's history in the state is not that simple. Its legalization has put a strain on small cannabis growers and more money into the pockets of city police departments. Here's the history of cannabis in California leading up to Prop 64. In 1996, marijuana was legalized for medical purposes. In 2010, Prop 19 failed. And in 2016, Prop 64 was passed. Prop 64 expanded California's legalization of marijuana from medical to recreational. 22% of cannabis shop licenses in California are owned by just 10 companies, and the sales tax involved are as high as 40%. A portion of these taxes are used for youth and prevention services, but the largest chunk of cannabis taxes have been spent on expanding police budgets. Additionally, the arrest rate of people of color in Los Angeles has risen 7%, accounting for 75% of all cannabis-related arrests, despite a similar usage of cannabis among races. While many are celebrating on 420, the legalization of weed does not mean that the war on drugs is over.
In 2018, California passed the Cannabis Equity Act to support communities hit hardest by the war on drugs. Annenberg Media's Marissa Rio spoke with a cannabis shop owner about the challenges cannabis businesses face and what the state is doing to help.
People of color are arrested for cannabis at higher rates than people who are white. As a result, California has a social equity program where the Department of Cannabis Control makes an effort to help those communities.
You have to have technical assistance. You need to have rental assistance and allow people to be able to get these properties and be able to walk through this highly technical and compliance-driven industry.
Less than 2% of cannabis businesses are Black owned. Whitney Beatty is a founder and CEO of Josephine and Billy's, a female Black-owned cannabis shop. It opened up about a year and a half ago, and it's about a mile from USC. The owner spoke about the importance of social equity programs in the city.
It makes it incredibly important that we are allowing the communities that were most harmed by the war on drugs to actually, participate in a legal market. Angel investors tend to be older white men who are investing in people that remind them of themselves, and they don't see themselves as a 40-year-old single mother, and it makes it really difficult, especially when you don't have these people within your network.
A member of the California Department of Cannabis Control spoke about what the state is doing to help business owners like Beatty.
The idea is to provide financial support and technical assistance to equity businesses, and I think these efforts really collectively recognize the importance of acknowledging and addressing the harms associated with the war on drugs and really the state's role in providing additional support.
One way the Department of Cannabis Control offers assistance is by issuing provisional licenses to sell cannabis in California. The only issue, it ends on June 30th. A new bill introduced could make it permanent. Another female Black-owned cannabis shop near USC is Gorilla RX Wellness. The owner also recently opened up Gorilla University. It's a training facility that teaches people how to navigate the cannabis business in California. For some owners, there are still barriers.
The city tax is too high. We have to change that situation in order for success to be found.
And that success, Beatty says, will serve the Black and brown communities in ways other businesses will not. For Annenberg Media, I'm Marissa Rio.
While laws vary by state, cannabis use is not federally legalized, and consumers cannot buy marijuana with a credit card. A new marijuana payment platform called CannaTrack is making it easier to buy weed. We spoke with the company's president about their new CannaCard app.
Cash and cannabis is a lethal combination. My goal was to create a product service that would eliminate the cash from the industry, make it safer for the community. So every time you use CannaCard at a dispensary, at a delivery service, you're getting rewarded.
Terry Patton says he thinks dispensaries could be as common as Starbucks in the future.
California led the nation as the first state to legalize medical cannabis. That was 27 years ago. Annenberg Media's Gabriella Rudy has more on the health benefits of weed.
Medical cannabis has become a buzzword in healthcare for those seeking relief from mental illnesses, cancer, and chronic pain. But the question remains, is it a game changer or just a pipe dream?
there's less of an addictive possibility compared to opioids. Because let's be honest, opioids are highly addictive, and we build up a tolerance with opioids. That is not so much the case with, say, medical marijuana. So if you're using medical marijuana to address a chronic pain issue, which many people do, there's less potential for addiction. So obviously that's favorable.
While medical cannabis alone is legal in 15 states, both recreational and medical cannabis is legal in 21 states, including California. For one user, this has made all the difference.
I do go to a psychiatrist, and I do see them about, I also have severe generalized anxiety, so I see them about that and the eating disorders. And we've just never been able to find a solution that doesn't go away after a certain period of time. And so the fact that I was able to get a medical marijuana card and find a solution that was so helpful definitely means a lot to me.
For medical cannabis users, a med card like this one is their golden ticket, or should I say green one, allowing cannabis purchases to be made. These users just have to present their card physically at a dispensary or submit it online in order to get products like these ones delivered right to their door. After the legalization of recreational cannabis in California 7 years ago, door-to-door cannabis delivery options have greatly increased.
It's really important to be able to give customers and medical patients access to cannabis. So that's one thing that we're really focused on, is just making sure customers have access to a product that they want to buy and that is, legally allowed in their state. But some municipalities have elected to prohibit the sale of cannabis.
While medical cannabis critics worry that usage can affect thinking and memory, for Sheridan, it's been life-changing, and she's celebrating that fact today. For Annenberg Media, I'm Gabriella Rudy.
You've probably heard of cannabis edibles in the form of gummies, chocolates, or even drinks, but what about cheesecake? Baker Al Thornton of Callie Al's Cheesecakes is bringing a new kind of product to the table. What began as traditional cheesecake soon turned into a cannabis-infused dessert after a family friend needed a way to manage their pain. Thornton added THC to his mother's secret recipe to help his friend, and he's been making the treats ever since.
The lady loved it, and she's a forever customer to this day. And from that point, I actually started to experiment with THC in my products. When I do say it, people go crazy. And they're like, yo, what? I've never heard of edible cheesecake. And I'm like, yeah, bro.
If you're in the mood for some other cannabis-infused sweet treats, consider checking out some recipes from Fruit and Flower. Created by a USC alum, Fruit and Flower is a creative media company that strives to bring cannabis lovers together through cannabis-infused desserts. Its founder says she hopes to break the stigma surrounding cannabis use through conversation and visual appeal.
There's a lot of stigmas, and they come from different places. For me, I grew up being told that there's this war on drugs and cannabis, marijuana is bad. There's a lot of racist roots and history behind that. And we're just doing the work now to start to learn more. So I would say, be curious, try to push back past those stereotypes. There's a better, more responsible way, and we can make these beautiful Instagrammable desserts that don't look like, right? Again, it's changing the stigma, and it's not just this ugly space cake pot brownie. You can have something really elevated and beautiful.
If you're interested in learning more, USC students have been given a free 1-year subscription to the Fruit and Flower newsletter. You can subscribe at Fruit and Flower's website at fruitandflower.co using your USC email address.
USC has its own cannabis club, which aims to educate students about cannabis and the industry through events, social media, and a podcast. The incoming president of cannabis at USC says entrepreneurship is a big part of the club's mission.
We kind of mainly do have a reputation for being that social side of cannabis. As much as that is a big part of what we do, we also are a business-centered org as well. We try to do professional development within our members and people who are actively seeking that. The cannabis industry is one of the fastest growing industries in the world right now. All we do with our org is just try to give as much positive and truthful information about weed as possible.
The club coordinates awareness campaigns, information sessions, networking opportunities, and industry mixers. Cannabis at USC also allows student vendors and cannabis brands to promote their products. To celebrate 420, Cannabis at USC is hosting a concert tonight featuring student cannabis brands and a performance by their incoming club president.
So it's 420 today. Are you guys planning on celebrating?
Yeah, we're planning on celebrating.
We're on our way, yeah, we're on our way to celebrate right now.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
I am by smoking at home.
I'm gonna be really honest, I completely forgot about it, but today my psychiatrist was like, after we refilled your medicine, how do you feel? I was like, I feel like I'm on some really good weed. So I am gonna celebrate tonight. Thank you for reminding me.
Not really, maybe not in that way. I am going out to a party, but like, not for that.
Probably, most likely. After I finish my work though, work is first. I'll probably be smoking later.
Can you show us the phone case?
This is a leaf, it's actually a leaf.
Not much, doing some homework, partying with friends, having a good time.
That partying includes smoking?
Mayhaps.
No, not particularly.
Probably not. No.
I mean, pretty well.
Awesome. Have a good day. I'm not. I have a lot of work, to be honest.
I'm celebrating right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm about to go grab lunch too. Celebrating right now. Amazing.
Have a good one. Happy holidays.
You know, Peyton, it may be 420, but for me, there's no better high than hosting See It Live. Thanks for watching See It Live. From everyone at Annenberg Media, I'm Patrick Warren.
And I'm Payton May. For more coverage, watch and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Annenberg Media. Good night.